Hi everybody, Paul Burton, Manager of Safety and Training Services with Arenda. I'm here today to have a talk to you about the new work health and safety legislation that's coming into Western Australia on the 1st of January 2012. Let's have a look at some of the key terms under the Work Health and Safety Act. A hazard. A hazard is a situation or thing that has the potential to harm a person. We're talking about noisy machinery, inadequate management systems, for example, no procedures for performing tasks safely. Hazards will include forklifts and other vehicles, chemicals, of course electricity, working at heights, and badly designed workplaces. And that list is by no means exclusive. Well, what about the identification? We have a legal obligation under the Act that requires that hazards be identified. Now, the person conducting the business or undertaking has a duty to provide a safe workplace, and officers must exercise due diligence to ensure that this is upheld. Identification creates a positive culture within the workplace, and it does encourage others to identify and report hazards. So how are you going to identify hazards? Identifying hazards involves finding all of the things or situations that could potentially cause harm to people. Hazards generally arise from three aspects of work and their interaction. We're talking about the physical work environment, the equipment, materials and substances that are used, and the work tasks and how they are performed. Here's some examples of hazards. Electricity, slips and trips, work at heights, extremes of temperature, power tools, fire, the interaction between people and mobile equipment, fatigue. But let's think outside the square. Let's also think of things such as co-workers, pets and animals, bystanders, lack of personal protective equipment supplies, inexperienced workers, unskilled or untrained staff, excessive weights, stances or repetitive movements, and machinery, plant and equipment. They're all just examples of the types of hazards that you could face in your workplace. So where can you look to find these hazards? Well, sometimes a physical inspection of the workplace is the best place to start. But if you have to start looking a little deeper, or maybe you're not familiar with the workplace, a good idea is to start to review minutes of meetings, have a look at the analysis of data, search through the induction process, look at any risk assessments that have been conducted, search through safe work procedures and job descriptions. These are areas where you may find hazards that have already been identified or may assist you in potentially finding them.